The land where my father's from is a beautiful place, but if it was personified, it would be a person with tears on their face, someone who has the wrong fitting shoes and odd laces, a human with a history of depression, with too many scars to give each one a mention. It will be someone with a tendency for violence, one of those people who always suffers in silence, someone with a warped state of mind and a tendency for soul searching all of the time. A human who always argues with the other, even when the other is their own brother. A person who has big trust issues and is emotional, so always carries a box of tissues. One of those people no one can be bothered with because their fight is too brutal, carried out with fists and with no other mitts. A soul who is friendly by nature but was brought up in the wrong part of town, so they became a hater. Someone who's been changed by watching their children die needlessly as the hospital medicine cabinet was dry. A being who has shoulder pain from having their arm twisted and no money for shoes, so they walk on blisters. A person whose heart is very big, and I have to say always has an insatiable lust for figs. Someone stripped of their former glory, and I ask you how many of us can tell the same old story. One who wakes up in the night screaming because of all the horrible things that they have been dreaming. Someone who twitches badly at the smallest sound, as they are used to the noise of bombs destroying the ground. Someone who is not past the point of saving, but for a period of peace, they are truly craving. A person who's been so irrevocably changed, if you didn't know them, you might think that they were deranged. A person who has lost a leg or an arm and has viewed the world through prison bars. A person capable of great things and, believe me, has a lovely voice when they sing. A person whom I wish I knew better and had kept in touch with more by email, phone call, text message or letter. Someone whom I wish I could help, or someone whose picture is on my shelf. A person who was abandoned by their friends, other people who know how to pretend. This person was bullied at school, they were labelled a fool. A person with a tendency to self-harm and is all too used to raising their alarm. One of those people you always feel sorry for, but when they come knocking, you don't answer the door. Someone who struggled for much of their life and has a neighbour who just wants to fight. Someone who's been driven out of their home and they feel that they are alone. And nowadays they look dishevelled, and against whom this person false charges have been levelled. This person has done terrible things through desperation, someone who rarely feels elation, one who speaks a beautiful language and will never turn down a falafel and pitta on a sandwich. Someone who I love very much, and despite their baggage, that fact remains as such. Unfortunately, Palestine is not a person but a place where I hope one day can wear a smile on his face.